So cute. Hi, baby. Oh, you're so cute. Oh, oh, I love the beach. Hi, how are you? Take care. This is Jay Gotti, and you're watching the tea behind the music. This is why I love coming to the beach. It is so much fun, good vibes, beautiful dogs all around. I just have to go look at him because he's so cute. Look at the dog. Oh, oh, I want a dog. Not yet, not yet, not yet. One day, once I'm able to provide a beautiful home for the doggy, because baby, right now is not the time. All right, let's get right into it. So the song I'm talking about this week is called "Kiss My Culo," baby. If that ain't one of my favorite songs to perform, I don't know what is, because the energy that I get from it, and I love this song because the process of making this song reassured me that I'm on the right path and that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Because when I made this, I had no resources, I had limited skills on how to engineer, and I reached out to one of my favorite producers because I saw him online selling beats. And I was like, you know what? Let me get in on that and try to, like, at least, even if I'm not able to afford getting those beats, I can at least ask him questions and figure out something that I could do for myself. And I found this one that was called Talk That Shit. And I was like, baby, ha, I like that. I like that. Already from the name, I liked it. I listened to the first few seconds and I was sold. Literally for those 4 seconds that I was listening to this track, I was sold. And this is not just, listen, I'm not biased because I love Beyonce and he worked with Beyonce and did Flawless with her. But I just like, I had to. I had to. I was like, I know I cannot afford this right now. I had to figure out a way to do it. So I was like, okay. So I reached out to him. His name is Rey Reel. Fucking incredible producer. I love him. So I get to working on the song. I start doing all my own stuff. And around that time, I had a couple people telling me like, "Oh, you're gay. It's gonna be hard for you to do the stuff. You're gonna have to go back in the closet and pretend to do this and this." And while that was a valid thing, I was like, "No, I need to make a difference and I need to do a thing." So I decided to kind of make like a personal growth song along with adding a little bit of gayness into it, just because I was like, you know what, that is such a small part of who I am. But just because that person told me doing this is gonna do this, I'm gonna take the hardest beat that I have and I'm gonna produce over it and I'm gonna fucking talk gay shit into it. I'm gonna say bad bitches never lose. I went crazy with the song. I was like, you know what? It was made a little bit out of anger, but also self empowerment, and it worked out perfectly. And I also wanted some Spanish in it, so I was like, you know what? This song is called "Kiss My Culo, Bitch." All right, so let's get into the fun stuff and the production of the song. The song is, I want to say, when I got it from Rey Reel, it was about 11 tracks, if I'm tracking this correctly. I mean, the beat itself was pretty hard, so I didn't do too much to it. It was a little short, so I extended it because I like to be extra. I'm one of those girlies that likes to go out and make like 5 minute, 20-minute songs. Because once I get in the booth, I just start making stuff, and then I take what I like, shorten it, make it back to like the radio friendly stuff. And then anything that's left over, I save it for future reference for, like, let's say I want to do like a live version or someone wants to hop on a remix, and I have extra stuff to add to it, if that makes sense. So I have like 20 versions of the song. Just kidding. That's so dramatic. I have five. Like five's not dramatic enough, but there's five versions of the song. My additions to the song were I added some horns that go, and that was very intentional because I love Crazy in Love and I wanted, so when I had my first big live performance, I am gonna have it so that the first thing you hear is those horns. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun, and like a little wave sound of like a whoosh, and an explosion. Then I pop up on stage from the ground. There's fire behind me. My name in big bold letters. It's gonna be crazy. But I was very intentional of wanting those horns because I wanted to give that Crazy in Love vibe. So like when you hear Crazy in Love and those horns start, you know Beyonce's coming out of somewhere. So that's kind of the vibe I wanted to give. Is like I want to give you like, oh, there we go. We're in the ocean. So kind of give you Jaws vibes, like I'm coming out of the water and I'm sneaking up on you. That's kind of the vibe that I was going for when I produced that part of the song. Then I added some synths in the background, kind of give it a little texture because to me the beat felt too straight. So obviously, because I was in a fuck whatever that bitch said about me, add a little gay to it, add a little sparkle. So everything was very intentional. Then I was listening to "I've Been On," another Beyonce song, and she has like these little oh, in the back. I think. Wait, was it that one? Okay, let me just cut that part out because I don't remember anymore, and I don't want to look stupid. Or I might just keep it because I don't give a fuck. Oh, the cute baby's back. I mean, not me trying to take everybody's else's dogs. Also, another fun fact about the production of this song is when I was recording vocals, I was doing it in my room, and you can hear my cat in the background going because she was just trying to be in a part of the song. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna keep those vocals in. So if you listen to the song, there's like little key moments where my cat's in the background going, and then I basically just I left her in there. She sounded cute, so I was like, you know what? Let me just have a part with her, and I'm so glad I did that because I miss her so much. And yeah, listen, my cat's a star. She's a part of the song. She's the reason why Tinashe followed me back on Twitter. We'll get into that later. So the artists that inspired me to do the lyrics to this song were obviously Beyonce. She was the driving force to it. That one bitch that had a lot to say about me. Anyways, it made a great song, so at least I'm thankful for that. But I wanted this song to feel empowering, and I wanted the song to feel. Here's the thing about me, and I know I mentioned this before. I have always been that passive person that just lets people say whatever, do whatever, and I never really stuck up for myself. I've always been like that. Like I always had that one friend next to me that was always like, "If you keep talking shit about him, I'm gonna fuck." No, I've always just been like, "Calm down, it's fine. Let God handle it." And like I never spoke up for myself. And then around this time I was kind of going through a period where I'm like finding myself being comfortable with pushing myself to be out there, and also just realizing to I need to fucking I can't be a little bitch anymore, and I can't be out here letting people just say wherever the fuck they want to me just because they think they can. So I was like, well, I'm not good at talking, so because my English, as you can tell, my English is very limited. I sound a lot better now, but back then, baby, no. And the best way that I thought I could fucking tell these bitches to sit the fuck down was let me make a fucking song and tell these bitches to kiss my culo, and bam, I told bitches to kiss my culo. And also put a positive message in between because we're positive little queens. Another artist that inspired it was Nicki Minaj. I was listening to Monster a lot at that time to get myself in that mode. Because I was like, pull up in a monster automobile gangster with a bad bitch that came from Sri Lanka. Yeah, I'm in a Tonka color of Willy Wonka. I even gave her a shout out in the song. I was like, you know what? Bitch, I'm a monster like Nicki, I'm a conquer. If I like you back, I'm gonna put you in my roster. Bitch, you're an imposter. Your dick smells like mustard. I'm proud to be brown and I don't care for your discomfort. That was like that. I wrote that so fast that I was like, it sounds good. What does mustard sound like on a dick? I have no idea. Don't ask me. Everybody, when they hear that part, they're like, what the fuck is he saying? I just went crazy on that, and I kept it because I was like, you know what? It's fine. This was kind of like a little freestyle. Fuck it. I only changed like a few words because like I said, my English was not doing great that well. So because of my accent at the time, I just kept going. It was not giving. So this part, if you actually listen to the recording, it's a little bit hard to understand what I'm saying. I'm not gonna front here. I'm not against it. Even I mess up sometimes. The only times I could sing is when I perform live because I just get into it and I just feel it. You know what I mean? You better run because I got no mercy. Bitch, try to play, but you suck like Kirby. Don't try to blow me because a bitch ain't thirsty and a puppy like me. Don't think y'all worth it. That Kirby line is one of my favorites because it's a double meaning. And like I said, I was really pissed off at this bitch that tried to tell me that I can't be an artist if I'm gay. So I was like, don't try to play with me. You suck like Kirby because you suck dick. I'm kidding. Let's just say Nicki Minaj brought out a part of me that I haven't seen. Maybe I discovered my own little Roman. Love it. Thank you, Nicki. I love you. I am proud because it was an empowerment song and I added the words gay into it. So let's get into those parts of the lyrics. So the way that the song begins, because I was learning how to produce and how to engineer and all this other stuff, I wanted to put a little part of that in there. So if you didn't catch it, you're slow. Just kidding. I didn't catch it because I would not have caught that because I was just learning. So it starts off with, I'ma stay fresh, I'ma lay it down. Vocals compress when I lay them down. And basically what I was referring to in that is like, I stay fresh because I'm that bitch. and my vocals are compressed because I'm learning how to produce. That's what that meant. There was no extra meaning to that. It was just me trying to show off that I can produce and be that bitch on the song. You know what I mean? Next set of lyrics was I come in strong, I don't fuck around. Fuckers ain't safe when I break the ground. That was just a testament to me being that bitch. Listen, when it comes to my career, my music, and what I'm doing, I do not play. I stand 10 toes behind everything that fuck that I do. I never play about my stuff. That's why I'm very particular about who I work with and what I'm doing because I care so much. So if you're giving me nothing and you're not, no, we're not gonna do this. I don't have time for that. Because once I break through, it's over for everybody. I don't know. I don't play like that. I am about my business when it comes to working and making the music. I don't like to waste any time. I'm not the kind of person that goes into a studio and just chills in there and blah 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 blah. I'm like, let's go, let's work, let's do this. I will go on for hours. Sometimes I'm so crazy when it comes to music that there's been times where I am working on a song and or I'm recording or like producing a song and I go into the next day not realizing it's the next day. And those are honestly my favorite moments because I like that I get lost in stuff. Like one time, for example, I got home around 7 p.m. from work and my ex had left with his friends to go camping for a night and then he was going to come back in the morning. And I was like, hey, yeah, no worries. I just got home. I'm gonna shower and just like work on this song for like a couple hours. And I started working on the songs. And I get a text that's like, hey, babe, good morning. And I was like, good morning. It's only been 2 hours. What do you mean? I opened the windows and it was bright outside. I was like, wait. It's the next day. I at that I was in shock and he was gonna get there like 30 minutes later. So if he hadn't sent that text, he would have been like, did you even sleep? But I just kept working. I was like, yeah, it's fine. The next part of the song is I'ma give you life like you ain't never had it. I personally like that line because it's me manifesting giving y'all life and giving y'all the performances of a lifetime. Because listen, I am extra. What they say about Leos is true. We are extra to certain things, not to everything. We don't come out here looking for attention. People bother us. We don't like to be bothered, actually. The only time that I do want attention is when I'm on stage. But I don't even have to ask for it because guess what? I own that shit. Next line is I'm gonna take a dab, but you just take a seat. You should be afraid because you ain't never met me. Those who doubt me because I'm gay, they be hella phony. And then this was me calling that bitch out, saying, you know what? You doubt me because I'm gay. You always belittle everything that I'm saying, and I'm just here quiet, listening to your bitch ass. But I'm gonna call you out on this song because it's where I feel powerful. And also, I don't need to prove to you that I'm that bitch. I am that bitch. I've been that bitch. I've always been that bitch. Okay? I don't need to tell you shit. So I'm gonna do it on my song because that's gonna benefit me and it's gonna make other people feel empowered because I'm looking at the bigger picture. But to you, ho, sit the fuck down. That was the meaning behind that part of the lyrics. Once I laid down that first verse, the hook came out pretty easily. It was like, I'ma rise up and glow, grinding in my pueblo. Fuckers ain't safe, no, no. They can kiss my culo. Of course, I'm gonna give you a little performance. Also, it's really hard to spin in the sand. I don't know if you heard it, but I almost fell. Yeah, that came out pretty easy. I didn't have to do that much to it. And then there was a second part where I was like, I didn't really want to add to it. I just felt like that was enough. So then I decided to take those vocals and do a softer version. So I was like, I'ma rise up, 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 up. Grinding in my. Also, like I said, I always look into the future. So when I do like a live performance, I wanted to start with the horns and then do the dun 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 kind of build up. So I'm very dramatic. So when I come on stage, that intro is always going to be dramatic. You'll never get a basic thing where I start off with the beat and I'm singing over my own lyrics, giving you the most basic ass performance. That's not the kind of artist I am. The kind of artist I am is where I'm going to give you visuals. I'm going to give you fucking performance. I'm going to give you theatricality. You're going to get a mix of Lady Gaga, Shakira, Beyonce, Bad Bunny, Vicente Fernandez, and we're just gonna vibe. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a good performance. So this section of the song, I wanted it to be like a mantra because I've always had the saying that bad bitches never lose because when we lose, we learn, and when we learn, we win. Bad bitches never lose. So I wanted to have that kind of repeat over and over again. And I was like, bad bitches never lose. Bad bitches never lose. And then that way, people can repeat it, feel it, tap into that energy. And when I get to talk about the song, I get to share that saying and tell people, like, hey, even if I lose, I'ma learn. And when I learn, I'ma win. You can't stop me. I'm like a little lion. I will pay attention. I will hunt around. It's literally that Leo energy. No, but seriously, that's kind of the vibe of the whole song. Is just I'm not gonna lose. I'm gonna stand up for myself and I'm gonna say what I need to say, but I'm gonna say it in the biggest way possible because I look at the bigger picture. I don't need to argue with anybody. I don't need to fight. Listen, people can say whatever they want to me or talk about me or whatever the fuck. Nothing can affect me because when I do things, I do it in a bigger way so that I can make an impact in other people's lives. So if I'm gonna argue with you, I'm gonna argue with you on a song. I'm not gonna argue with you in person because that's just gonna be a waste of breath. I'm gonna do something that empowers other people around me. I'm gonna do stuff that helps other people around me. I'm gonna do stuff that's gonna benefit people that need to be benefited. So don't test me. Also, to some bitches that want to talk shit about me, I already know some stuff's been going around, and people want to act dumb to my face. People want to act like, oh my God, I love him and this and this. You can stop the act. I don't like that shit. Don't kiss my ass. I don't fuck with you. You don't fuck with me. Keep it that way, baby. No, let's not. We're not doing this shit. This is not the game. And on top of that, you cannot stop my blessings. Listen, what's for me will always be there. You cannot come up to me and try to do some voodoo shit or some fucking fucked up tap into my dreams. Let's not get too specific here, but don't test me. I'm not the one. That shit will slap you back in the face and you're not gonna like it. So keep that just as a reminder. Don't fucking test me. The universe will fuck you up. So that was the tea for Kiss My Culo. Also, I'm going to put this out there because I want to do a remix to this song. So if there's any artists out there that hear the song, feel empowered by it, and want to do a remix to it, let's go. I'm ready. All right, so after this cute little fake commercial, we're in for some questions, baby. Hey, it's Jay Gotti. Come join the joint with us. With the Pearl Spritz. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed that little commercial. Anyways, thank you for your questions on Instagram. I should have been a little bit more specific when I asked people to send me questions to keep it music related. So it might be a little bit all over the place. So let's go. All right. So first question is, what TV show still lives rent free in your head? The TV show that still lives in my head and now on TikTok, because somehow I ended up on that side of the internet, is Wizards of Waverly Place. That has been stuck in my head ever since that quinceañera episode. I think that was the first episode I watched. I was like, ooh, what is this? And she's like a little magician. Oh, should I do it here? Hold on. We're doing it. Hey, this is Jay Gotti, and you're watching Disney Channel. Wait, no, let me grab a stick. I know there's one here. Hey, hold on. Talk about being extra. I got a stick. Hey, this is Jay Gotti, and you're watching Disney Channel. I've always wanted to do that. Anyways, yes, Wizards of Waverly Place. Second question is, what is my favorite concert? Favorite concert I've ever been to is Beyonce's Formation Tour, just because of the stage setup, the energy that was in that room. That just felt like such an iconic show that like we'll never get to experience that again. Like, I don't know how to explain it. That just felt like history was being made, and it was so powerful to be in that audience, Like even though I was so lost in like seeing my future as I'm watching this, it was incredible. Like I will never forget that concert, and I really wish she put out a DVD for it, but I know it's never gonna happen. So I have broke my little heart with that and just put that to the side because it's never gonna happen, and I need to just move on. Beyonce, you hurt my feelings. Just kidding. Next question is, what is your walk into the room like a boss song? If you see me with headphones walking into any job that I have, I own that room. Next question is, what is the weirdest place you've written a song in? For me, the weirdest place that I've written a song is definitely at a nightclub in the bathroom. Because I was listening to this beat that was like bumping and I liked the pattern. And I was like, oh, okay, let me just see if I could come up with something. But it was so loud that I couldn't really like hear my own voice. So I was like, okay, hold on, let me go to the bathroom real quick. And there was somebody puking in there, and I'm just like trying to like type in words and like hum to myself quietly. It was too much noise, but after I got off work and I went home, I looked up the song, I played it, and I finished the rest of it. But I at least got like 4 sentences done while I was trying to do that. It was just so hard to get anything done when you're listening to somebody puke. It smells like shit. And this, by the way, this was at Mickey's, so it's very unhinged in the bathroom. If you've been there, it's just ridiculous. Everything's going on all at once. And I was just trying to get things done. And when I'm in a creative mode, I have to just make it happen that second. Otherwise, it's gone forever. So we made it happen. I've also written songs in the sauna, in the steam room. As I mentioned before, I write songs in the shower all the time. So yeah, it happens everywhere. But the weirdest place for me was in the bathroom at Mickey's. Last question is, what is a song you've always wanted to sample that you haven't done yet? For me, definitely it is Crazy in Love. I know that I always mention Beyonce, but I want to sample Beyonce's Crazy in Love. And I don't want to do what everybody else does when they take the horns and then that's what they sample. I want to take the most obscure section of the song and just turn it into something brand new and then give you that same energy. You know what I mean? It's very extra, very dramatic, but that's just how I am. So deal with it. Thank you for hanging out with me. This is Jay Gotti. You have been watching the Tea Behind the Music.